All right, so we thank God for another week, and it's also another day. And very soon, Ramadan will be done. So happy Eid Mubarak in advance to all of us. Yes, I know many of us did not fast, but we are waiting to celebrate the Salah with our fellow Muslims. And Monday is a holiday. So in case if you don't know, start budgeting something because coming Monday, it's a holiday. It will fall on a weekend, but Monday has been declared, that is 31st of March has been declared holiday. So in case if you don't know, you add that to your budget. So I welcome you all to ACF Radio and TV. Please, there's one thing that I always want you to do for me is to follow us on all our socials, on Facebook, also on YouTube. When you subscribe and you turn on your notification anytime we are live, you'll be notified and you'll be the first person to come and watch. And as usual, this is the First Lanes show because it is believed that it's the time that everybody is rushing onto their work or anything that they have designed for the day. As I always say, there are a whole lot of resolutions that we made during 2024 31st night of December, and I know that we are all putting that into practice. And this morning, what I'll leave you with is to be focused. Anything that you set to yourself that 2025 I am coming to do, I know that you can do it. And today is 25th of March 2025, and I know that the days are really going so fast. So I won't be so bothered or surprised if we wake up and we are in December already, because this year it's really running fast. So anything that you have to do, start now. Along the line, you get your appropriate tools to continue where you think that place you have no tools to start with. Once you have the little ones, start making something out of this. My name is Ohima Trudy, and this is the Fast Lane Show, where I give you trending stories for you to be trendy. All the things that you need to know, all the news that are going around. What are some of the things that you've heard during this week, the weekend? I know we've all heard about a doom, this fire, this fire outbreak. That in Sembebre, there has been a whole lot of brouhaha around it because the Ashanti regional minister Amoako Hene went to the scene and thought that there's no water in the tank, and it has been trending a lot. I will just do some of the developing stories that have come around it and some more. And I made a so all that I want you to do for me is to share so that someone will also have a feel of it, because mostly when you hear it yourself is the best than someone coming to tell you. They either remove some or add some, and when you are going to also tell yours, that's why everybody will think that you are telling lies. So please kindly share, leave a comment, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And on Facebook, you can also follow us same way on TikTok and also on Instagram, ACF Radio and TV, and we'll be glad that you did so for us. Alright, Auntie, I want to recommend something good to you. If you want the best travel and tour, I know that a whole lot of people have been crying, especially when it comes to this travel and tour. Somebody will tour, they will sell their cars, they will go and borrow money, a whole lot of ways that people get money or wants to get money to travel. By the end of the day, they get people to squander the money for them without doing anything appropriate. So may come for ACF travel and tour for you. You can call on our numbers and anything you want to know, even if it's an inquiry, a question, whatever, your passport renewal, new one, birth certificate, your documents, difficulty, anything that you want to know, we are in for you, and we are centered at La Paz. So when you call us, a more clarification will be given. Send also bar your dream country will come true, so that men for could be amount. All right, so let's go to business because it's a Tuesday already, and when it's Tuesday, Monday has already given us how Tuesday will look. And I know there are more vendors that do not work on Mondays. Mondays here with special joints be power and that's no because they all prepare for Tuesday. So most people, Tuesday starts their week for them, and there are some of us too that Monday starts our weeks for us. So whichever it is, I'm sending you greetings from Accra, Ghana, irrespective of wherever you are. And I welcome you once again to the Fast Lane Show on ACF Radio and TV. All right. So, as I said earlier, trendy we need to talk about, and also what I think you need to know, because I know I'll not go and bring a new story that you wouldn't be interested. All right, so Galamsey fight won't be successful unless small scale miners are involved. That is Pepra and Eka. So Galamsey started see Galamsey asem enyende. My own hometown, I came out that when I see Brim, then not Meraho, because I quite remember when I was young, when we get there, you see people on it with their canoe and boats, like you feel the breeze. But now you can't even differentiate between mud and water. Sometimes I even ask myself that even this is to be concentrated, and I say treated cramp now. Yeah, bibia influence. So I'm saying there, it has been something that a talk, and I don't know how we can even curb this, because once you say it's a small scale miners in China, right now, even NPP, some of them are even saying that it's because of that, and they lead you almost lost during the 2024 election, because as a small scale they did chop money of here, and look at the number of people those areas like this almost. So imagine you're asking them to stop small scale mining. What are they going to feed on? So it also became another thing that Emma almost so yet to tear their analysis. That's what they are saying. So Michael Pepra, president of Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners, has urged the government to partner with the small scale miners in fight against illegal mining, otherwise known as Galamsey. So according to him, the government must involve small-scale miners in tackling the menace which is destroyed hectares of forest reserve and also many water bodies. And in some estimation, the miners who have been licensed to mine legally have an idea of how illegal miners operate and can assist the government to clamping down those mining in the forest reserves and rivers. So I was even asking myself, say, they've given them the license, legal mining. No, I was asking myself the other day that those sites, there's no water bodies or there's no forest there, and also I don't know how this thing is working, but I don't know which one is the illegal and which one is even the legal, because at the end of the day, small scale and I said the illegal is the same person that most of them work with, those doing the legal. It's permitting me saying you're permitting me saying I'll do more stories on this Galamsey, and even I know Belmo, so more excavators. We are supposed to even call them out. And see you they are supposed to mention their name. This person. These excavators belongs to this. These are the kind of people that are importing excavators, but so this is Michael Pepra, and I want to quote what he said, because this small scale mining a hard dream papa. Yeah, so according to him, I said earlier, the government must involve the small scale miners in tackling, because they think say omuna omunim. So Pepra's comments comes after the Minister of Interior, that is Mohamed Mubarak Muntaka, announced that the repatriation of 107 foreign nationals following their involvement in illegal mining and also other fraudulent activities. So in this case, speaking at the Police Regional Commanders Conference on Friday, 21st March 2025, the minister indicated that the government is committed into clamping down on illegal mining and other fraudulent activities. So I quote and said, I have written to the Inspector General of Police IGP that from now any equipment found at Galamsey site or forest must have a tax details traced to the owners, he said. And also, if you are renting out your bulldozers and other equipment to Galamsey operators while staying at home, we will track the tax records and come for you. And also touching on the issues of foreigners who engage in illegal activities, the minister reiterated government committed to strictly apply sanctions to corporates without fear for favor. And also one may ask, who do we do with the foreigners we find in our forests? Since I became the Interior Minister, we have patriated well over 107 foreign nationals caught in fraud and Galamsey operations, he stated. So I want to make it clear to all regional police commanders that any foreigner found in our forest should be immediately reported to the immigration authorities and also for deportation. Our first option is to send them back to their countries. So this is what he's saying. And also this is what Pepra suggested. Also Pepra, who has been the mining industry for years, is quoted to have said in report by myxonline.com that excavators and other heavy equipment used in plow forest reserves and also destroy water bodies are sold to miners. Hence, the approach of the minister mentioned may not be successful. So the minister's approach may not be yield needed results. Some of these machines were put up for sale and bought by people. So if I'm the one who sold it, I will arrest or say it will. If I was the one who sold it, will you arrest me? He quizzed. Government should meet small-scale miners in various regions and also engage in dialogue, just like what we did Gold Board is doing, and also lay down the new mining policy, he added. So in this case, he means that there are some people that they own their excavators, but they sold it. So supposedly, you trace the excavator, then you come to me. Meanwhile, I'm not doing some Galamsey. I'm not part of it. I've quitted, but I sold my excavator. Does it mean that you are coming to catch me? No. So he means that why don't you talk to those small scale miners that are doing it rightly so that they collaborate? And my point is also is they are the same people who also work for these illegal people and at the same time the legal people, because there are some Galamseyers that they move from site to site. So I don't know how best this Galamsey can be curbed, but I pray that whatever that has been penned or putting down will come to a success, because a whole lot of people have said this, they've given scenarios, they've spoken a whole lot. Now still in Kosiaga. So we pray that whatever that they are also putting or penning down will become a success. All right, so as we move on, implementation of 24-hour economy policing system will guarantee security. So this is Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka. The Minister for Interior has announced the establishment of a dedicated secretariat for the implementation of a policing system to guarantee security for the 24-hour economy. So he said the initiative aligned with the government's commitment to drive economic process and ensuring Ghana remain competitive in the global economy. The minister made the announcement on Friday during a regional police commanders conference in Accra. Muntaka explained that the secretariat will develop and implement sustainable policing models to guarantee security around the clock. So whether it is our bustling cities or our rural areas, economic activities do not cease, and neither can our vigilance, too. And also we are laying groundwork for a system that is dynamic and responsive to the unique challenge posted by the 24-hour economy. He said. He also said that as we embrace a new approach, the safety of business, workers and citizens will be prioritized, ensuring that every hour of the day is protected. And also the minister said the initiative will also be a key tool to the fight against crime and also protection of economic assets nationwide. He expressed confidence in the Ghana Police Service leadership and also its commitment to making the vision a secure and also vibrant economy a reality. So he pledged to ensure that policing was not only efficient but accessible and also responsive to the needs of citizens. Hence, the 3-day orientation for all regional and also unit police public relations officer by the police administration. The orientation will provide officers with the knowledge and skills to better engage with the community, where share crucial information and also create a visible and tangible impact in the lives of other people we serve, he said. And also Muntaka said strengthening the communication channels and also ensuring officers were well equipped and would foster a more proactive and also transparent approach to crime prevention, public safety. So this is all that he's saying. All that he's saying is that 24-hour economy need to involve securities, and even in the rural areas where we think say you can work in during some times, security personnel will be added. And my question is that all these police are here involve you into this, almost so be back home one answer anything. So this is a 3-day orientation. I see getting more say no mo how there will be a safety on us, we the Ghanaians. That is a 24-hour economy. They are fixing all that inside so that it will be safe. Now it's a more beer and So that is what our Minister of Interior, Eka Chireye. So he also said that you go around our country and you see so many of your men and women protecting private individuals, whether in their homes, providing them with runners to lead them through the city. And also, how much checks have you done on them? How much checks have you done in their business that they carry? And also, I want to suggest to you that we need to come up with a measure that will safeguard the streamline these activities that we carry across the country, he said. So the minister revealed that he has already written to the Inspector General of Police requesting a report on all private individuals receiving police protection. And with regards to the cash in transit security, he called for stricter regulations for police escorted cash transport vehicles. So so we are all mute. Yeah, sure they were at this 24-hour economy because they are putting more things into place, and they are also implementing a whole lot of things that will make it convenient and also available for us. Because since it's 24 hours, they be better. Maybe more sorry. Ebi more than ebi more ko, ebi more sorry, so ebi more so yeding. Ebi that. So we are all waiting to see how it will go. So as he have said, involving the security personnel, we are all going to see how it's going to be, because even day night, broad day night, Krampo police for jina kwemukra, ye shoot or more jiji or money manana jo. And I pray that whatever they are putting into places, Bibiabe kama so that it will be solid, because at the start you be kind of fefe later now quiet troka unhuniti and nine unhuni baby. So we hope that whatever that they are saying will be a top notch, that will bring something that everybody will be comfortable, because a whole lot of youth, most of the youth are dependent, are also waiting for the 24-hour economy. So this is ACF Radio and TV, and this is the Fast Links show. I'm giving you all the trending stories and also things that you need to know that is going on in the country. So if you happen to find yourself here, one thing that I want you to do for me is to subscribe, also like, share and comment, and follow us on all our socials, ACF Radio and TV, Facebook, TikTok, and also Instagram, baby. So Ghana to have the best tolling system in Africa. That is Kwame Agboja. So the Minister of Roads and Highways, Kwame Agboja, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to reintroducing a technologically advanced tolling system to generate revenue for road infrastructure development. So to this end, the minister has announced that Ghana will soon launch its own electric tolling system, and also the ambitious goals of establishing the best road tolling system in Africa. Sana mode Dubai. Any ebe Dubai my. And then Dubai, a whole lot of street lights are not working. Bibia, per se, the best in Africa. But when we get it, and near mana you try a see and we don't. You'll be here, ultra modern, ultra sick. A very no. Like how come say we are in Ghana and a whole meter, yeah, you saw a fear. Oh, got to prepare, they will tell you that China for ne operating theater. And the IT for no more ECG and I say omo mukosua IT na sebio na China for ne edi monitor meter corona. They can tell us say it's not working because China for ne operating to no atekono sanim de na bi ni yan omo mukosua IT ni mu ana. Every day the proposal baba beto on nice na ahome, everybody will be expecting it. And so the things that were said into it to make it as it will look always new, and the next government will come and also enjoy then they'll also come and implement their own thing. I'm not against we doing ultra modern tolling system, but my problem is that is this something that is going to stay? Is this something that is this something that ye yambe bubo sika chichiri die enti sa munsi dina my nancrofon tete, because you invest a whole lot of things in it, later ya bebu akonta hunhrain. So we having the best in Africa is not the issue. You can have the one that will suit your country and still work for you, pepe abrabono obiane ne die. So I'm not against it, but my problem is, how are we going to maintain it? Anyways, I quote him, "We are not settling for anything less than excellence," he stated, emphasizing the importance of innovation and also expressing the government's determination and also a despair any depth regarding to reintroduction of tolls. So Agboja made this remark on Accra on March 18th during the courtesy call by the Turkish ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency, that is Gango. So you know that Omudini de Muodu. So he noted that the ministry is currently in the process of obtaining approval from the Public Procurement Authority, that is the PPA, to select a transaction advisor. So transparency is a priority, and we welcome all capable organizations and also to participate in the selection process. We want the best technical and financial proposal that will enable us to operate a highly sustainable tolling system, he stated. And the minister assured the public that his ministry will keep them informed about the progress of the tolling system development and also the selection process for the transaction advisor. So in a few days, the advertisements for the selection of the transaction advisor should be out. Together, we will pave a way for a brighter future in road infrastructure, he added. And the discussion also explored opportunities for Turkish investors to contribute to the country's road infrastructure development through the government's flagship program, the Big Push. And also Agboja further highlighted the potential for technical operation and also between the two nations, and invited Turkish engineers to share their expertise in the tolling system. All right, so we are ready to collaborate and learn from successful models, particularly those in Turkey who utilize technology instead of traditional toll booths. Our partnership could lay a strong foundation for Ghana's new tolling system, ensuring it both efficient and sustainable, he said. Intinom, yɛde Turkish for, and I say a partner. Almost so I become the send almost for Mononya Mambra. 18. There be a engineers, Yabeka near when it gets to the job, near Kofa Mbrofuaba. Now a how more Muko Siano, or more Bayabedi actually, then they will be under them, then they'll be working well. I don't know, you know, in this, I know sometimes it's because of Sika, they also come to help. They use what they are restores to also come to help, because maybe if yena na see the boy on hoswa ebi to me, but master man make can say whatever mo baby and any fair, as they've said that anything that they are going to do will be fair. Send na enko jija sa adwene dan kwem, then later no it will be say we have to find another way to modify it, you know. Yes, be hard. So we pray that whatever their intentions, Nina, ebe kama. All right, name and shame them. Ken Ashibe demands excavator import late. So the convener of the media coalition against Galamsey, Dr. Ken Ashibe, has urged the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources to disclose the names of individuals who imported excavators into the country. He believes that this is a crucial cutting off the source of funding for illegal mining activities, which continue to destroy the country's forests. So he said, we need to cut the source of funding for the purchase of excavators being used for illegal mining, and also the identities of the owners of these excavators should also be made public, so we know and can name and shame them, he stated. And this is what he said. Ashigbe also emphasized that the tracking chassis numbers on the excavators will easily reveal their owners, and if you take the chassis number, you will be able to trace to who owns it, he added. And he further called for financial investigations to trace the money behind the purchase of these machines. And he said, we should look for the source of the funding for the excavators, and also we should trace the money. We are waiting for the minister to push a list of those who imported them into the country, and then know them who are bringing. And also highlighting on the western state of Ghana's forest, Ashigbe revealed that over 44 forest reserves have been affected by illegal mining. And also he acknowledging the government's efforts, he noted that the current administration inherited the crisis, making it a difficult challenge to tackle. So he said that, and I sympathize with them because it gives them a lot of work to do, he admitted. So he says that this is what Ashigbe is saying, say Makra excavators into the country, you know, they have to look at the chassis numbers and trace them. When they trace them, they will know the owners, so that they can also trace how they got the money to buy the excavators, because excavator bako and young kwala grow is not child's play, you know. And if Amiansa and now for Yakra, just imagine. And these are the people that are going to hire it to the small scale miners and the illegal miners. Yeah, the illegal miners. How many years be hire for them? So who are those behind it? Ninaya Semsebe. So we should just make sure that, you know, yeah, no job. The ordinary Ghanaian like me, make a sacro and do baby. It's more musun ye de befa, one ye beka chiramo, one ye baby samo. So ask more ya, moya ne pepe farmer ye. Anything that mo put it together, precautions are moderate to obiano. Monshana monye. If you are to trace them to know the reason for purchasing all those excavators to her, the answer baby is scanning fi say a buying scan ye de akọ to ta. Ni enjeje, ye yeska. Kwesi Pratt calls for urgent protection of Achimota forest. You know, say Abraham he said John ebe film no owusu afiri Michael owusu afiri be film no na te say bruhaha bebre about Achimota Forest. Some even stating say private owner say busuan bi dia ebi nso say state owned ebe same p and even people are even talking that see then ade a say state owned obi timi konya share we omo a odija na wo fa ase a whole lot of people were talking about this ye hu baby e ko fai na ebe da din enti we na Kwesi Pratt Jr. say he's also the managing director editor of the Insight newspaper, has urged the government to employ a balanced policy to protect the Achimota Forest, which happens to be one and only carbon sink in the greater Accra. Because imagine, this forest is really protecting a whole lot of us. Accra yes shiankasa. They say I room lighter on. Now we won't pow. Sometimes people say on found utim kwashe baby mo, like you don't know if ensure ne kra na wo go to egu ho na it's hot already. The water is even hot already. Now wo go to egu ho no for you to cool down, it's already hot. Enti Kwesi Pratt say yenye bibi e betima protect your forest no, because boy and papa won cry say na that sorry ni say Achimota Forest abusuakuo bi dia no mu betu dia na just imagine niam ebekoso e Ghana ha. So I quote him, I say every now and then they will come and tell us that some family owns it and that family is demanding it, and so they are going into some agreement with the family. Let that family go to hell, because it's our lives we are talking about. The lives of 4 million people are at stake. The lives of 4 million people cannot be sacrificed for the so-called interested of the family and also of the land. Or say 4 million people cannot be sacrificed for the so-called interest of the family and of that land which has become an Achimota Forest, he said. So I said the whole of Accra has only one carbon sink, and which is the Achimota Forest. From the 1970s, when I became a conscious of the Achimota Forest, I said there hasn't been any government, and I mean any government, that has seen the Achimota Forest for what it is. I mean as a carbon sink, something which keeps us alive. Also now, if you are conscious of the consequences of environmental degradation and so on, you will not be doing what government after government have been doing to the Achimota Forest, he lamented. And he also said, we must get this clear. It is only possible to protect Achimota Forest if we see it as a property that is necessary for the survival of the over 4 million people. If you continue to see it as something that can be exploited for private profit, you get it wrong. And not so our minerals, our rivers, and our forests and so on should not be exploited simply for private profit. It should be exploited reasonably in a balanced policy which recognizes that these are essential for our life and also quality of life for over 32 million people, he added. Na eno ena Kwesi Pratt Jr. akano say Achimota Forest are that way in Kraya 4 million people and depending on it. 80% since from 1970s bepe menne na say acquire carbon sink a protecting ankasa. So if you have to channel it to say it's a private own ebusua bi dia eti yeni ebusua ne nkoka no mo pe no mo de beye ne dia emboa. O say imagine say ye be degrade Achimota Forest na adampan, like because in one way, you know, mosquito crampo no, they are important to the environment. It's in Antonto more. I know we complain a lot, but they help. We now bois. It's say that story, and they are saying say Achimota Forest anywhere near end day. The only thing that you boast you of Legon Botanical Gardens who do a railway somewhere couldn't do a Sutherland Park. Mention them Nina Ayabasa. Achimota forest kakra aka nkwala timiko zoo ho nso no mo de be abusua nchemfa eden kra na ye kwen so me sometimes wonder say enkwala ye omube yenya ye be ni nkwala omube if one day ye person ye bibia ye kwa ye wen because there's nothing that we can talk about. Now you want to talk about kids and sometimes you have to create a scenario because a be knew how they catch your. You can't go and show them in reality. A be knew even stars crashes here and cry ha and maybe mu bi ukwe krase and stars because enyama nyamedia mayen ya e protect yen nyina ye de yen ade a ye pe nti kwesi prat say yen protect Achimota forest ni yen treaty no as say a state owned yen fa nhihye bi ntoso yen fa sa yen implement some laws yen nhihye wo ho say na nipa ba ko ntimi mba mbeka say eya media eya busua we ye dia eti ye ni sei ene ye ko twa ha e de akoye bodifuo sa no si yenye me to aso dia no fire tender goes to a scene without water. Ghana National Fire Service boss defends firefighters. It's the chief fire officer of the Ghana National Fire Service, Daniela Into Sapon, has reassured the public that the massive fire outbreak at Edum in Kumasi Central Business District has been successfully contained. And also speaking to the media, he commended the efforts of the firefighters on the ground, emphasizing their commitment and also preventing any resurgence of the flames. All right, so the fire has been confined and also everything is fine, and he said that we just have to maintain it and ensure that it doesn't spread again. And also our firemen are there with their appliances, and I believe that in them they are working to ensure the fire they have kettled does not spread again, she stated. So this was when a doom na say ja ekoto wa eye nsem bebre edin nsem bebre abeba, and I say fire service for Penny Mrs. Daniela Into Sapon NHS say oh na man wo ho oma making sure say bibia aye jano and spread it. All right, into way emu no also the PRO for Ghana National Fire Service, and so ebe chire mu say firefighters no omu ni insurance biara, and so say in shocking revelation in connection with the welfare of firefighters, Alex Kenati, the public relation officer of the National Fire Service, and also has disclosed that the officers of the firefighting division of the service are not covered by any form of insurance. So he said this and so according to the Kenati, officers who suffer injuries who are battling fires are performing rescue operations and are left to fend for themselves into way and and this is what he said. Or say we don't have any health insurance, a simple thank you would have sufficed, and also you could have easily spoken to the commanding officer at the time you get updates, but not create a scene with a camera you to demoralize that the firefighters is not right. So this is when Kumasi Regional Minister Amoakohene Edru Hona or susu say nsuo bia na say bibia no omudi bedum jani nti ofa phone. And you know this is something that we have been talking about a lot. Sometimes we have to look for how to curb adieno and yeah photos are ye betwa. If per this the Kenati, that is the PRO of the Ghana National Service, and HRM said nkosusu say onim penifo be bisa one or two questions rather than so be far phone na wecha see no na odi abeto social media. So this one or can no o kire mu say fire service for ni bi pra hwi ni hwa omode yeden omode insurance, they don't have any insurance, they have no insurance. So in case that you go to a scene and you get hurt, you have to fund for yourself. You have to take care for yourself. After that, not what they were, you know, or bills number before they pay you. So imagine, say, at the time that you got hurt, you don't have money, then you have to borrow, and answer you have to seek for help. And sooner later, and this is very shocking because omo are risky. And to say bibi be omo, now they are supposed to fund themselves there. I don't think say near maybe a right, and because how say juma omo ye na oyo na ato mu bia omo bottom sika na omo de kwa akwaye, and so say omo ho beto omo baba bejiska na sebi ofemu nsu we. So in this case obi abetwetwe no ho, obi ekwa obetwetwe me crank metwetwe me ho. Yeah, me I will lay back because as I approach now I get hurt. I'm supposed to fund myself, go through necessary means to get healed before I present my bills to get paid. No, I won't risk. Me too, I'll chuck somewhere. You say, you pump it na meto ne sin, e be ko dan mu a, sana meye because okoshia na busu ahye. Say bibi kwato no na sata, even sometimes ko edwuma ne he has no money on him. No kokun eja me crowd do that. So from now on, follow us on Facebook and also TikTok and Instagram. Please, by doing so, it helps others to also know what is going on. And this is the Fast Lane Show. Here we give you all the trending stories, things that you need to know. Near money be a kokoso. I want to na media serve or not be a kama. And then a Tuesday and 25th of March 2025. And I know say you've begun your week. Others began yesterday. So whichever way now you're beginning, I know say everything will go on well for us. And I still recommend the best travel and tour for you, ACF Travel and Tour. Fire numbers no na me so anything about traveling be a we here be an afraid ye be edia mind. So now we're switching to the side of other stories and also a trendy be. All right, so name and shame is not enough. Arrest big men behind Galamsey. A+ to Ama Kofi Bua. We have been talking about a lot. Sometimes we have to look for how to curb Adieno. And your photos are a bit. It per this the Kenate, that is the PRO of the National Service, NIH said. Because to say on him penny for baby sir, 1 or 2 questions rather than so a bit far phone. Now we're just now or the other to social media. So this one or can no children say so fire service for any be pra. She knew what the insurance, they don't have any insurance. They have no insurance. So in case that you go to a scene and you get hurt, you have to fund for yourself. You have to take care for yourself. After that, not what they were, or bills number before they pay you. So imagine, say, at the time that you got hurt, you don't have money, then you have to borrow. And also you have to seek for help. And sooner later, and this is very shocking. Because omo are risky. And to say, bibi be omo, now they are supposed to fund themselves there. I don't think say near maybe a right. And because how say juma omo ye na oyo na ato mu bia omo bottom sika na omo de kwa akwaye, and so say omo ho beto omo baba bejiska na sebi ofemu nsu we. So in this case obi abetwetwe no ho, obi ekwa obetwetwe me crank metwetwe me ho. Yeah, me I will lay back because as I approach now I get hurt. I'm supposed to fund myself, go through necessary means to get healed before I present my bills to get paid. No, I won't risk. Me too, I'll chuck somewhere. You say, you pump it na meto ne sin, e be ko dan mu a, sana meye because okoshia na busu ahye. Say bibi kwato no na sata, even sometimes ko edwuma ne he has no money on him. No kokun eja me crowd do that. So from now on, we should understand them. Sometimes we know we talk, but my problem is that that's the same way IGP, a former IGP Dan Parry, said us or chase social media than so beshen but the things so muhi I do money beko. That's per what people were say some reviews omo maye no na say o hwe baby foforo, and that is it. Ade na me kwaye minim say me pra wo a wo ye me ye wadwuma no o ma me hwe insurance be any why cover me a esi dan na me fa me ho nkote. All right, so this is ACF Radio and TV, and this is YouTube, and please you can also follow us on Facebook and also TikTok and Instagram. Please, by doing so, it helps others to also know what is going on. And this is the Fast Lane Show. Here we give you all the trending stories, things that you need to know. Near money be a kokoso want na media serve or na bibia aye kama. And then Tuesday and 25th of March 2025, and I know say you've begun your week, others began yesterday, so whichever way now you're beginning, I know say everything will go on well for us, and I still recommend the best travel and tour for you, ACF Travel and Tour. Fire numbers no now me so anything about traveling be a we here be an afraid. So now we're switching to the side of other stories and also a trendy be. All right, so name and shame is not enough. Arrest big men behind Galamsey. A+ to Ama Kofi Boa. So member of parliament for Gomoa Central, that is Kwame Asari, or being popularly known as A+, believes that merely naming and shaming influential people involved in illegal mining will not solve the problem. According to him, it's about time persons involved in illegal mining are brought to book regardless of their social standing. And also his comment comes back of the minister's claims that any political person who gets in his way to fight against Galamsey will be named and shamed. So he says that just a name and shame nimpodie enyo omoshe, but rather no omo ankasa omo involve themselves into it no yen hye na from pa na te say yen form to enkomranim. Yeah, we should bring them to book. How say unim emrano, you know, said this is not helping the country, because manum go abrochire wo no ohwe ehia utiminya sikato nsuo egu polytank mu, you drink bottled water like you have everything free, nsuo say abetima import bianom enti no yen de ne say you care less about that, yet when you sit back and fuel illegal things in the country. Enti Kwame A+ say this kind of people must be brought to book. Yen form nkomranim na say irrespective of their social standing no yen timi twiom but naming and shaming no alone will not do anything. So see ye don mo ba emranim na afoforo nso hu say hey, okay, this but chale sika kasawai the man in Tinkra no wo police wo lawyer kra na ye de obetina kra wontimi nkasa. Hey, sika. That is why obia penny illegally almost everyone. Look at those small boys. More the that care more because more province our man you say won sika. Wo de won kan ho. Wo ni sika ware ho. Wo ni sika ubewu. Wo ni sika kombe dew. So illegally, however they want to make money, they are making it. Because wo kra wo yare a won tra Ghana. Wo yare a wo kidney failure to nya sika kwa transplant. Wo liver failure wo nya sika kwa transplant. Ono nya onya bi into anu illegal way or the benye. So sometimes honestly truth chese chale no crowd han waka. You need sometimes you just need to say the truth. Sometimes I support them because e komo ya edwuma ni ho hwi ni ho honorable be kuntan no ofu boys so mo fancy country no environmental pollution and also deforestation bibia bi timber ye bubu ni na pani na shechire, and at the same time so person the ordinary Ghanaians should do what? They also make it illegal. Kwai on mefa so pesike bia they will make it because they come here ya waso esikuntan utim hwe wi a boy da obi kun echi se se ya sra kra ya skin to me nto so awia na hyen Nti me nye scan to sunscreen na me ye illegal. So sometimes uti omo a omu die because ye mpanifo no ebi mutrim ye sum. Ebi mutrim ye den. Munni abadaye. Munni abadaye kra. You sit and fool them to do the wrong for others to suffer. You one person and you cause multitude to suffer. You should have spoken up and resigned. Nyaho Tamaklo to Adwoa Safo, a founding member of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo has shared his view on the referral of Sarah Adwoa Safo, the former member of Parliament for Dome Kwabenya, to the party's disciplinary committee. And also, according to the veteran politician, Adwoa Safo should have spoken up about the difficulties and challenges she was facing, and also communicated how things were not going well to the party's leadership. And also, he continued by saying that if the party's leadership had failed to listen to her, she should have proceeded to resign and also from the party rather than enduring such treatment. And I quote, when she, Adwoa Safo, realized that things were not going on well, she should have come out earlier to talk about it. And if the leadership resigned, and if the leadership failed to listen to her, then she should have resigned. And also he said, and also Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo highlighted the major issue among politicians, and also noting that many are afraid to resign when they realize that things have taken a turn for the worse in their respective parties. And also he pointed out that when the values of beliefs they once held within the party no longer align and the party has gone astray, they should have the courage to step away. Exactly my point. I just have you are speaking plenty, Dodo. You are speaking plenty, so we know. So this is the background of it, that for some days now Adwoa Safo has been granting interviews, trying to dig out some of the things that were happening that led her to be off her constituency, blah blah blah. And also parliament, a whole lot of people kept questioning, asking where she was, where she is, and a whole lot. And she's now saying that one, Nane Bayare, her son, she lost the child, and the child too, her son too became sick, and she has to leave for US. And also we know that those places, when a child yebisa, oh mom, well papa, when those kind of things, and your mom is nowhere to be found, or your parents are nowhere to be found, in this case socials can take your child away. And in a way we also know that she is into politics, the husband, and that's the father of the children, that is Kennedy Japan, is also into politics. So they were all busy, so she had to get time for the children and a whole lot of things. And all keka how things were going on in the party, and not just one or any idea, some corruption, and of course to a school feeding program. She's spewing all that and that. And Nyaho Tamaklo and say, at that time, not all these things that were going on, why didn't you resign? You were to speak up to resign. But why one resign? Would we now show mu? And now party in the obium near my choir somewhere, no, and now kasa, and people will be crying kasa open sympathy. 18 hour kasa bebreno. So this is what Nyaho Tamaklo so akatre Adwoa Safo say win here, because they see no cry kasa bebre party no cry omuni power biem. All right, so this is the news trendy makwasi semu amede ebro. Now let's switch to entertainment. Over the weekend, brush refresh with social scrap. So now beba RNAQ, that is, and that is a Richard Ni Ama Kwe at 40, and that's a better trendy or Kurimo. Now it's people from diaspora, not just musicians, actors, social media influencers, a whole lot celebrities and a bag Ghana ha ebe celebrity yeah ankasa ye dear Richard ni Amakwe ni 40 years birthday ewo Independence Square na nye asem ketwa wow decoration any niyama. It was wowed by everyone. So I know say what who videos ni be bebre any idea and question be a wo mu be a mentra mu whichever question you want to say or anything that you want to say or whatever you want to ask, let it be in you. Yeah. And you know that he has also revealed some of the things said. Let's just say he partners in the Pizza Man, like Chicken Man, just why any he has really done well and he's somebody that is a must protect. We also a whole lot of dignitaries that were present at the birthday party. Not just was mind blowing and also breathtaking. Just also social media videos papa eye candy ankasa osha not just when he air blanket. So we wish him all the best and also not onya niema. Okay, say Ghana. Alright, so on to that, and a video be air trend, the video air trend and they say, yes, it's a called the ass no be I be at them. Not just say and also a bear case be bra. It has got a whole lot of people reacting to it, and also some are even saying sa called the idea, sa called the say, and now I be at them. And Kasa Ababe Kasa, he says that someone pushed me. Adam shares his side of the story after solving incidents, and also Adam has shared his side of the story after a video depicting him being shoved by Sarkodie's bodyguard at an event trended online and also in a viral video. Sarkodie and his entourage while performing on the 40th birthday bash of the businessman Richard Amakwe on the 22nd March 2025 were seen making their way through the crowd to the stage. Adam was spotted getting on the path of Sarkodie and was immediately shoved aside by a bodyguard. And you say, however, in an interview with 3 Music TV on March 24th, that is 2025, Adam explained that the incident, claiming that he wasn't attempting to reach out to Sarkodie as people on social media suggested. According to him, he was pushed from behind into the path, and also the bodyguard was just doing his job to ensure that Sarkodie wasn't interrupted. So he said, this is a walkway where everybody was. So I think they pushed a couple of people. They were going to perform and I had a glass of champagne in my hand, but someone pushed me from the back. So I moved a little, and also his security guys also did the right thing by also trying to make sure that they go and do their work. And this is simple as that, he stated. And he continued that I don't know who pushed me, but there are a lot going on. I don't have to come and explain because this is nothing. He Sarkodie was on the way to work. I would also do same thing. He is not anything crazy. It is not anything crazy like that. And also agenda boys have to eat. You know, it is irrelevant things we like in this town, and I'm the one there, and also I'm the one holding the champagne. How can I be bothered? I can't be bothered. And Sarkodie even walked up to me when he was done performing on stage. It doesn't matter. We cannot worry about opinions now. We worry about facts. So that is what Adam has also explained. It's more social media. Mutually Sarkodie na moye also be the piano. Someone pushed him from the back. So it's not that what is intentional that of course Sarkodie or na snob, no, but rather someone pushed him and had a glass of champagne, a crown, 81 more Kasaba. He said after Sarkodie finished performing, he even walked up to him to greet him to wait and yeah big Jubia. And you know me cry may say if I'm in a hurry to go and me when it comes to job and I must deliver my job, I don't care whom you are, like I have to deliver my job because my year you'll be the same person to talk about it. So anything that will shift my attention from what I'm going to do, I won't allow. me ma me kra papa na wo bechia me kra mpo na no I'll let you hold on when I'm there, because you know there are some focus that you when anything shifts you or grab your attention, you begin to forget everything. Sometimes you might be meditating or saying some one or two things in you before going on to perform. Immediately someone approaches you, you know, that is why they usually camp all crews and anybody that is on it, and I say obia obey performing biane, they have a place that they keep them. All right, so enamuje ni na ebesi for ene Tuesday 25th of March 2025, and I know say all this amakani inanu obe share edi amame na obi so ensa edi akebi. Mr. say follow us on our Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, ACF Radio and TV.